Hello, cruel world. My name is Dr. Sohom. I'm a consultant forensic psychiatrist. I assess mentally disordered offenders for a living so that you don't have to. Okay, so a TV producer recently asked me if Hugh Edwards' behaviour for these allegations reflect hypersexualized behaviour and if that is potentially a reflection of his depression. And my answers would be this. Firstly, he has denied the allegations and the evidence hasn't proven anything conclusive. So I'm just speaking hypothetically right now, somebody in his situation, if they did things that he's accused of doing, like reaching out to a teenager, asking for sexually explicit photos. So my answers were this. Firstly, that in itself to me is not necessarily hypersexualized behavior. It just means he got caught. Just in the way that if a celebrity like Tiger Woods gets caught having all these affairs, it's not sex addiction. It's just that he got caught doing this one thing. That's the first point. Number two, in terms of the actual symptoms of depression, typical symptoms of depression would include, all your usual things like lack of energy, low mood, not enjoying activities. But some of the somatic symptoms include low sex drive, low libido, poor sleep and poor appetite. But you can have very atypical presentations of depression that have exactly the opposite of those things. So you can have people that sleep more than usual. You can have people that kind of overeat or binge eat or comfort eat. And you can have hypersexualized behavior. And hypersexualized behavior usually is in the context of the individual with depression, which, by the way, Hugh Edwards already had a established diagnosis of, with those people feeling kind of worthless, unworthy, lonely, and feel like not particularly well supported, don't feel cared for, so they might engage in sexualized behavior to make themselves feel better. And my third and final point is there's so many more common explanations for somebody committing hypersexualized behavior or having a high sex drive. Hormones would be a huge one. Some people have a naturally high degree of testosterone, and some people just like sex more than other people. It might be their natural personality. It might be because they've got good rather than bad physical and mental health, so they feel kind of invigorated, and that's just, it's a pleasure-seeking activity. So I guess my final kind of summary point is this. We shouldn't over-medicalize or over-diagnose everything and just say that everything is related to a mental disorder if somebody does something wrong. And again, just want to emphasize, I'm not saying whoever did those things, allegations haven't been proven, but they're out there. If somebody like him did something like that, which has happened loads of times in the world, that doesn't mean that it has to be explained by a mental illness. It doesn't have to be treated by medications. It doesn't have to be, the person doesn't need loads of therapy. They just did something bad and they get caught. Lots of people do things bad all the time. Sometimes we get caught, sometimes we don't. So those are my thoughts. If you're interested in this kind of material, you should go chickadee check out my YouTube channel, A Psych for Sore Minds, where I discuss a smorgasbord of issues related to mental illness and criminality, actual mental illness that actually leads to serious crimes, not this whole Hugh Edwards shenanigans that I think has been blown out of proportion. Anyway, that's enough from me. Have a blessed day. Enjoy the rest of your life. Peace.